Hi there. Today on this Jeep Renegade guy, we're talking about how to replace the spark plugs on your Jeep Renegade. Now this particular one that I have here, this is the 1.4 liter turbo Fiat motor. So this tutorial is also going to be applicable to the Fiat 500L, 500x, and the Fiat 500 Abarth. All of those which also have the Fiat 1.4 liter multi-jet engine. Now, the other thing to mention is that the majority of the Jeeps and the Fiats, their process for that 2.4 liter Tigershark engine will be roughly the same. So keep that in mind, that you should be able to use the same tutorial for that as well. Now, I'll have a link down in the description below with all of the products that you need to be able to get this done on your own Jeep or Fiat, as well as the alternative spark plugs that you'll need for the 2.4 liter in the regular Renegades. Well, let's go ahead and get started. The thing to get us rolling is that we need to just pop the hood, and I'll show you how to get the car going. So the hood release is just under the driver's side of the car. We'll go ahead and close that. Then if we walk back, you'll see a little yellow lever just underneath here. Push that to the side, and that's how we'll open the engine. Now that we have the hood open, you'll see the engine cover here, and then there's going to be two 10mm bolts that we need to take off, and that's how we're going to get the engine cover off. And with that, there's a little pop back here, and the whole engine cover will come right off the car. You can place that to the side, and now we've got a good look at the engine here. So we'll talk briefly here about the spark plugs that are going into the car. Now these are NGK branded laser iridium spark plugs. You're going to need 4 since this is a 4-cylinder engine. And it's part number 93618. Now, these are the OEM plugs. They're gapped to 0.028. Just to check that before installing them, we do have a handy little gap gauge. And then we're also going to want to put a little bit of anti-seize on each of them because it is a spark plug going into an aluminum head. And then some dielectric grease here just to make sure that the connection between the ignition coil and the spark plug is perfect. So what we're going to want to go ahead and do now is on the spark plug here, we'll zoom in for you, or rather the ignition coil. This is a 10mm hex socket. So our 10mm will come right out. Let's go ahead and pull up gently on the coil pack, and with a little bit of pressure it should pull straight out. Now at this point what we're going to want to use is a 5/8 spark plug socket. So I'll actually just zoom out so you can take a look. So inside of the spark plug socket there, you'll see it's actually got a little rubber fitting. That's so that it can grab to the top of the spark plug so that when we pull out, the spark plug's going to come with it. So let's go ahead and zoom back in. Now in here it is lefty-loosey. So let's see. So it should just take a little bit of movement to get this free. And like that, the spark plug will come right out. So I've just pulled this off to the side so you can see a little bit more clear of the difference between these two. But they are the same plug here, and you can see that the old one definitely has lived its life. Now the mileage that you're supposed to replace these at is actually 30,000 miles. I've gone about 33. I don't think that's too much of a big deal, but that's the reason for replacing these. Let's go ahead and tear open our anti-seize. You want to just put a very small amount of this right onto the threads. So just a small amount, we'll toss that on. That's just going to help make sure that it doesn't seize into it. And then the other thing we're going to want to do is put a little bit of dielectric grease on here too. So with the anti-seize on, now we're just going to open the dielectric grease. This just helps to ensure that we get good contact. So just a little bit that gets smeared onto this here. And then let's go ahead So once the spark plug is back down into the engine, just make sure that you thread it. It should thread in with very, very little effort. And then you're just going to want to put a little bit of torque on it. Now, this is into an aluminum head, and aluminum is definitely prone to stripping. So just go ahead, get it in, and nice and snug. You don't need to be a bear about this. And so snug in it goes. Now you should be able to take your ignition coil, slide it right back on. Just take the 10mm bolt, and snug that up. So now we just need to do the other three. This last one's going to be a little more tricky because it's underneath all of these hoses. So let's go ahead and see if we can just unloosen this hose and get enough room for it. Let's see if we can pull them to the side. So we'll put that bolt to the side. Pull that out. It looks like what we're going to need to do is there's a little pinch clip to pull that vacuum line off for the PCV. So I'll go ahead and get a set of pliers to get that done. So we got our pliers here. See if we can't unclip this. All right, so that's up and out of the way. There we go. Perfect. Little finagling, we got that out of the way there. Let's go ahead and grab that spark plug. And with that, we're done getting the spark plugs in. So all we got to do is put back all these little pieces we pulled out. Let's get our ignition coil back going in there. Remember, that's got that 10mm bolt. So that gets tightened back up. Now we've got to replace our PCV hose and its clip here. So get the PCV hose down there. Take our pliers. And lock that back into place. Then finally we had this 10mm right here. Snug that back up. Now with the 4 new spark plugs installed, what we need to do, put the cover back on the engine here and start it up to make sure everything runs properly. So the engine cover is gonna slide back on just like that. So with that, we're already done installing our spark plugs. It's super quick. It's probably a 15 or 20 minute job in your driveway. Keep in mind, the manufacturer, Jeep or Fiat, they both expect this to be done on the turbo engine every 30,000 miles. So it's an important thing to get done in your maintenance intervals. I think it's a little bit longer on the 2.4, but the process we just did should be about the same. It was overall pretty easy, basic hand tools, just a 10mm socket, a 5/8 spark plug socket, a couple of needle nose pliers, and that was it. And should be able to be done by just about anyone. Just to reiterate, it is super important that you don't over torque the spark plugs going in. It's a good thing to get some dielectric grease, which is just a little grease packet to be able to make sure you get a good connection, some anti-seize so the next time you do it, those spark plugs haven't seized into the aluminum head. And then even better, the factory NGK spark plugs that we have here, they actually came pre-gapped, so we didn't even have to talk about how to gap a spark plug. Overall, pretty easy to do, and I wish you good luck because I know you can do it.